what I got from it is that generally the black woman is at the bottom of the totem pole. Like they're the worst treated gender and race. Yeah. So the discussion was more around like, why are we allowing non-black men to speak down on our women? Like, why are you not defending the women? Why are you laughing along with the condescending, patronizing comments? Do you know what I mean? And I think there needs to be more about that. Even this woman to woman, like, we need to defend each other or whatever. But also, like, when black men are in rooms where they're making disparaging remarks about black women, they're to stand up and defend our thing. Because if it was the other way around, like, I'm defending.
All right, cool. That's what I was just about to say. Because the other way around, we don't get it, Trina.
No, from me, I do.
From you, maybe.
Yeah, from me, I do.
Let me just land.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
But what we do get is we get put down by our own women, like single dads. You lot put us down. Yeah. So we don't feel like we get risen or put in something by our black women.
Choosy when they need a hero.
Do you get what I'm saying? We don't feel like we get praised by our black women. Like, I do understand we should praise our black women. We should. But I'm saying, like, we don't feel
because of
it
our
should be
parents
both
more than our partners that we're getting with. Like, we're respecting the black from our parents, but when it comes to our counterpart, there's no respect there.
I feel like it should go both ways.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? It should go both ways. Like, if we should lift you lot up, but you lot should lift up the black man too. Not just always say, black man, they don't like us. They don't like, because that's the narrative that a lot of black women give as well. They just like the white girls, and they might like white girls or whatever. But why can't, like, if they like white girls, they like white girls, but still hold them up as a black man. It's like a black woman, whether we don't know if she likes white men or not, but we still have to hold her up as a black woman.
I just
to get
think
her preference to watch. Do you understand?
I think it's the proximity of the people that you have around you. So in my circle, that's what I see, like, and that's what I replicate. So, like, even if, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but even if I'm recruiting, if I'm doing recruitment and there's a young black man there, I'm like literally trying to pull out the answers out because I want you to win. Do you know what I mean? I just want you to win. And I know that a lot of the time when I'm not in the room, you're not winning.
I'm a person
You're not winning.
No, but see that though, yeah? Like, on that flip side of thing, you call that racism. Like, if the white person's thinking they just want the white person to win, they're not actually looking for the best person for the job. You should be looking for the best person. Just let me land.
Hold on, let me land, okay, please. But you didn't let me finish.
I did. Okay. Let you finish what I needed you to finish so I can answer this. If you, do you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be picking the best person for the job.
100%.
Not trying to get the answers out for him.
No, 100%.
Not even seeing colour.
But no.
I'm saying I'm just saying, in a world like that, in that sort of world, you're not even supposed to see colour.
But what you need to realise, in 99.9% of the interviews, there's not going to be someone like me. So they're always going to be at a disadvantage all the time, like literally, because there's like me biased. So like, people are looking and say, oh, well, you know, she looks like me. Oh, she reminds me of when I'm young. They're not even knowing subconsciously that's the things they're thinking. So anything they're saying, they're buying into it. So they're scoring them higher immediately. So if, for example, I was in the interview, I'm trying to draw that out of you because no one else ain't drawing out of you. And I know on the flip side, other people are drawing it out of other people, you know? And I know that's, you know, very conscious biased. And I probably shouldn't say that, but I know that if I'm not in the room, you're not going to have the same opportunity. It's not an even playing field for you. Yeah. If I'm not in the room, you know?
But you know where it gets dark in these situations, is when the person, to say they're not black, but they said something that was funny. But because you're black now, you have to pretend it weren't funny.
Like a racist joke.
Yeah, it could be a racist joke, but it could be funny. Or for instance, if someone is they might be saying something that's true, like you as a black man, you agree with, but because you're a black sister, so now I'm gonna, what we're doing here, just because you're black, this is not true. I get that, you know, because people get caught in the moment. So one joke, two jokes, three jokes, and all right, mate, you're taking a piss now. And then you might wake up after the third joke. Some people are pro-black from the first one. They're even getting onto you because they found it funny.
But I think it's the intent as well, like, Chronik is the intent. Like, sometimes it's not really banter, but they're passing it off as banter.
Yeah, jealousy's hidden in jokes.
Like, do you know what I mean? They're passing it off as banter. So, like, sometimes you have to be zero tolerance and catch you on the first time. Because actually, that wasn't banter. That was just racism disguised, or genderism, or whatever ism disguised as banter.
But to the point of where they're saying that basically, why ain't the black men getting involved? Like, that's what they're basically saying. Yeah, this thing's being said, where there's obviously women and men in the room, or black men, but the black women are looking at the men to like, no, defend us and do this thing. But as the point what the brother said is like, how are you gonna have that shield? Obviously, man is supposed to be strong and just defend it anyway. But that shield that we're looking for is put there, innit? You don't just automatically have it. It can be torn away, innit? So the state of the black man and black woman is we're all strong to that degree. And if we ever, it's a known thing. If black people stuck together, it's mental. But because we're not, and we are very divided, and there's a conflict, not just between black men and black women, between man and woman, but we're black, so we're talking about what's going on. But this conflict that's going on, it leads to situations like that, where someone should be like basically to defend something, but there's no. And I'm going to say this in a way like not because there shouldn't be perks to doing it. But if you're getting run down and getting told you're not a king, you're not this, you're not that, you're just what? You're hearing her chatting shit to her friend, to talk to the kids, she's chatting shit. You're getting run down from every angle, let alone the angle of the actual system, the actual But amongst ourselves, so then when it's time to be that king, it's like you're putting someone on the battlefield without a shield, without nothing. Telling them all his life that he's not, because men are getting programmed. But
I hear everything that you're saying, and that's why I'm all for uplifting. I uplift everyone, to be honest.
From the beginning, from school times, because the down
bad kids,
talking starts from
brainwashing.
Then. 9 times out of 10, it starts from single parenthood and bitter parenthood. Like if not in every circumstance, but in a lot of circumstances, a mother's broken up with the father, but the child reminds the mother so much of the father. It was always supposed to, because he's a boy or whatever, whatnot. And then that becomes now a thing that you're saying to you. You're just like your dad. Oh, you're just like your dad. You make him feel like being like your dad's a man. Then it turns to any signs of boisterous. Remember, it's a woman has to now govern a now growing man.